Here against Leyton Orient. It's Paul Hart that joins the press to talk about that 90 minutes and a very frustrating performance and result in the end.
Yeah, I thought we dominated first half, and I think overall probably needed another goal in that first half to cement the dominance. But you know, Leyton Orient did extremely well with a young side, and I think we contributed to our own downfall in the second half. We didn't start second half brightly enough, and you know, we paid a price for it.
I mean, you said about the first half, really in control of that. Stuart Moore's hardly had a touch of the ball, let alone a save to make, and Danny Hilton's goal was the only thing that separated the two sides. It was always a bit risky at 1-0.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's the previous two games we've kept clean sheets, and we feeling more and more confident of keeping a clean sheet. But like you said, I think we always felt we could do with another one, and I don't think we could have been begrudged a second goal in that first half dominance. But you know, the game is 90 minutes and plus, and so you have to perform for that length of time. And I don't suppose we did.
Luke Gambin tested the keeper a couple of times in that first half. He came on for the injured Jordan Cook. Is there any update as to Jordan's injury?
There's a slight twist, but we'll know more tomorrow and on Monday.
Frustrating for Jordan that he'd only just come on to the
just came back in, and we said straight away with the sort of tackle, because he was flying down there, and it may have been a problem, but hopefully we'll get him back before the end of the season, but I won't know that until later on.
I mentioned Luke there coming on. I thought put in a good performance and two great strikes. The first one the keeper didn't seem too comfortable with, the second a fantastic save.
Yeah, you know, 6 inches either way, and they go in. But Gambin's a good player, and we feel, you know, we're going to see great benefits from him going forward.
Interesting to note that Leyton Orient changed their formation during that first half to go to 3 at the back and 5 in midfield. It's worked so well for Luton in the last 2 games, 1-0 victories. Why the change back to 4-4-2?
We felt we could get forward a bit more. We were slightly disappointed at Barnet with our lack of penetration, and we felt the system contributed to that. But you know, whichever system we turn out, we've played a number of ways. We went to 4-4-2 in the second half as well. We feel confident that we can cope with whatever system we play, but we felt we could penetrate a little bit more, and I think the first half, you know, sort of said to us that it was probably the right system to play.
I mean, they certainly seemed to get into the game more in the first half when they switched, and then of course they've come out early part of the second half totally dominant, and they've got the equaliser through a handball by Glenn inside the area.
Yeah, I think we contributed to the uplift in their performance, I've got to be honest.
And what do you put that down to?
I think we started, our approach to the second half was not as good as the first.
And what's happened at half time for the players to be so different after the break then?
Not a lot. Not a lot. We asked for us to deal with the basics, you know, get the headers in, get on the front foot, you know, the way we started the game. I think, you know, we messed around with the ball early part of the second half. Didn't get good clearances. There was a hook into the box. You know, it contributes to you know, to what we enabled Leyton Orient to do to us.
I mean, if the equaliser was a setback, the second goal for them was a complete blow, and against a team bottom of the league, I don't think there's a Luton fan in the ground today would have expected a 2-1 scoreline to the visitors at any point.
No, I don't think anybody would have expected that. But there's one thing, we weren't complacent about the game. I felt gave Leyton Orient due respect to what they were, and you know, at this stage of the season, results like this happen. We've got to hope that some of these results happen to other teams as well. You know, we're about the same. We've not gained anything. We've not lost too much, and we've got to get a result on Monday to cement our place in the playoffs, but equally to put people under pressure above us, and ultimately Portsmouth, and hopefully they will experience some of these freak results.
I mean, you say putting pressure on Portsmouth, 8 points behind with only 4 games to play. We haven't picked up 8 points in 4 games for some time, so it's a mountain to climb, isn't it?
Well, it is, but at the end of the season, we've all seen stranger things happen. I will say it's a long shot, but it's still there, and we have to keep believing that it's still there.
A word on the 2 goal scorers, Danny Hilton reaching his 25th of the season, and Isaac coming off the bench to get the equaliser, and the momentum continuing after that, but couldn't get a breakthrough.
No breakthrough, but 2 penalty shouts I felt, and one of them, certainly the second one, I felt we were hard done to on that one. So, you know, our front men are hard to play against. I've got to be honest. They're good players, and once again, they've given us a chance to do other things, and which is stay in the playoff positions, strike for whatever we've got to do, and whilst we've got them playing as well as they do, you know, we've got a chance.
I mean, you mentioned those 2 penalty appeals at the end there. I mean, 2 very close, one after another. You sometimes see the second given because the first hasn't, but to get neither, everybody seemed to be calling for the second one.
Yeah, it's disappointing, you know, but that's football life. That's what we have to put up with. Move forward. We've got a quick turnaround now. The boys are a little bit disappointed now, obviously, but they'll be fine for Monday.
And looking ahead to Monday then, I mean, it is a case now of just trying to keep in the playoffs, 6 points clear of 8th place Blackpool. We can't afford to let any points slip for teams below us.
No, we've got to win, but our aim was to win both matches over the Easter period. We've drawn one. A win will make it look a good Easter on Monday. And, you know, we, like every game, we're approaching them to win. It's clear what we have to do, and we've got to gird our loins and get up there and get it sorted.
Lovely, thanks for your time, Paul.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Just on Danny, with him now being 13 bookings for the season, is there any chance in the last few games you'll sort of try and manage that to avoid him picking up a suspension, or do you just play him as normal?
Well, he's been pretty good over the past month and a half, 2 months, in terms of I think he gained 1, didn't he? Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, last week.
And I think we'll probably look at each game as it comes, see where we are, see what's happening, and make decisions accordingly. But you're absolutely right. It's a knife edge for us, and but equally, he is, in my opinion, the best centre forward in the league. And be a hard job, you know, leaving him out at any time, you know. But like you say, the playoffs are important, and it's a consideration that we have to take.
And he went through today, and he was never going to miss, was he really?
No, he's excellent. You know, made the second one, Gambin and him with 2 headers to send Isaac through. What he does on a football, you know, I've never worked with anybody like him. You know, and I've worked with Premiership players and all sorts, and he's a handful all day long, and a great enthusiast as well. So, you know, we're very lucky to have him.
And Jack Marriott recalled the start on Amsterdam. I mean, how did you feel he'll get on?
Well, Jack's had a long time out, you know, which I think contributes to a little bit of staleness, you know. But he's having a go, and you know, he's quick. He gets his chances, and we know the more Jack plays, the more chances he's going to get.
He almost just scored, didn't he, just before half time?
Absolutely.
That one could have been a different story, couldn't it?
Yeah.